Just a quick recap from the game. I'm actually lost for words. I'm shocked and I'm stunned, but I'm not surprised. I say shocked and stunned because I can't believe you can create that many chances against a team as they're in the state that they are and come away with a point from a game where it's a must win. It's a cup final. If you want to talk about every game's a cup final, 6 pointers, that was a cup final. And they flopped. And then not only did they flop, they flopped convincingly for me. That's a convincingly flop. Because they scored a goal that was a completely legitimate goal. And they got it chalked off for VAR. They had a penalty, probably. As far as that's a penalty. The Joe Linton thing, that's a pen for me. Whatever Trent's doing there, it's a foul. But they really lost 20 odd chances. 20. They don't deserve to win. They don't deserve to win games. If you can't put them chances away, you do not deserve to win, and you do not deserve to be in the Champions League, which is the elite teams across Europe. We've been saying this now for weeks, that they don't deserve it. And now all of a sudden, people are like, oh yeah, you know what? Yeah, no, don't act like that now. It's been like that for weeks and weeks and weeks. They do not deserve to be in the Champions League. If they get it, it makes a mockery of the Premier League, as far as I'm concerned. Because at this moment in time, this season, Liverpool have been nothing short of a shambles. I don't care what anyone's got to say about it. If anyone wants to say anything different, you're kidding yourself, you're fooling yourself. They don't deserve to be in the top four. If they get the top four, it's a hook or crook.
We said this from time back. Forget weeks. We said from time back. Remember, I always go back to it saying that people say we say shit for likes and all this kind of stuff. You're overreacting. Those mates there, those fans there, you've been slapped in the face. We said it, called it way back, saying this is what Liverpool are doing right now is a shambles, and you can't keep blaming certain things what's happening. All this talk about Virgil missing, all this The simple fact is these mans are not killers in front of goals, and he was calling it way back, including Salah. Even though like Salah, people are saying he carries Liverpool, all this kind of stuff. In front of goal, we do not have killers. And the amount of chances, it wasn't just against Newcastle, against Leeds, the exact same shit. And some of the chances it's beyond me. Like Sadio Mane is like standing in front of goal with no one in front of him missing it. His confidence is completely gone. But Sadio Mane in form is scoring that goal, no problem.
I didn't think it's form. I don't think he's so. I don't even want to use the word form anymore. He's so out of sync, out of kilter that it's not even. You don't even need to be in a relative bit of form for some of the chances that they're missing. It's not even form. That should just be in your makeup as a football player, as a professional football player. This is in my makeup. Those sort of things is what I do as a given. Do you know what I mean? Even on Sunday League, you have Sunday League mans, and you know what? This mate is good for. He'll score these goals. He might be pissed up or whatever. He might be out on the Saturday night and pissed up, but this is what he does. Yeah. He's banging when the opportunities present themselves. That's my problem. I get it chucked in my face every single time. I get messages, people personally saying to me, "You're actually pissed up if you can say anything untoward to Mo Salah." If you watch Liverpool week in, week out, day in, day out, like we do, you know exactly what I'm talking about. His numbers and statistics, yes, they're brilliant. Don't put that down to him completely. I would say to anybody else watching, if you are a midfielder for Liverpool, for example, you run your bollocks off for 90 minutes, you create all these chances and they don't take them. How demoralising is it for you? Because you're like, we are doing our bit. We're holding our end of the deal. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and that's what I mean. But this game should have been done, put to bed ages ago.
And as I said to you before, and I've said this on these videos before as well. As a player in that situation, you lose a bit of sight yourself. You're like, we do everything that's asked of us, and they're not scoring. And then all the teams are, oh yeah, Liverpool aren't doing enough. Yes, they are. The rest of the mans are doing enough. People still want to say Thiago's a flop. Really? He's the flop. Yeah. He's the flop. Get a grip.
And I'm glad you said it already. We don't deserve to be in top four. So all that, even though we were hoping that Liverpool were going to manage to find themselves in the top four, they do not deserve to be there whatsoever. The likes of Leicester, likes of Chelsea, they are more consistent than Liverpool. The Liverpool don't deserve to be in there. It's a shame because next season is going to be. Yes, they can focus on the league, but we should have been still in the Champions League, regardless of what injuries that we've had and the squad that we have, the players that we have. And the fingers have to be pointed. You know what I mean? I think Klopp has to take some blame of that, but so do the players. Because yes, like we said, we're still creating loads of chances. They should be bagging them goals. But for me, we've talked about substitutions, selections, and stuff like this. Then I think Klopp is to blame for that as well. When even having plans B's and C's and not seeing games out, like even after that goal was disallowed, how are you then in the 95th minute letting Newcastle come in and score another goal? I don't get it. Like it was soft. I think it was Jota who lost the header. It was such a is shit-headed to lose, and there's another goal. How do you go about doing that?
And you know what? Okay, this is where I see it. Yeah, you know the goal that was given. Yeah, Liverpool complaining that it was a push. Yeah, arguably it was. Arguably, yeah.
Soft.
Let me finish.
Yeah.
Arguably it was. Yeah, but if you want that to be a foul, then the first one should stand. Because if you're going to give it for that, yeah, then that first one should stand. As far as I'm concerned, if you want soft decisions, and they are soft decisions, then there you go. You can't have it both ways. Liverpool did not deserve to take 3 points from that game because they're not clinical, right? Same thing goes against Leeds. They did not deserve to win the games. They don't deserve. If you can't put your chances away, don't look at anybody else. And this is not a case of, yeah, but these guys are amazing and these forwards have been so brilliant. Yes, they have been. But go back through the videos. Check the tapes. Check the tapes. We said it from time ago. You need another striker in there, regardless of because you need to get better and you buy from a position of power. Man, talking about Mbappe, Haaland. Why are they going to want to come to a team like this now, at this moment in time? If we be brutally honest, truth be told, Man City aren't going to get any worse, by the way, from where they are. They are going to hold the level that they're at or get better because they're Man City and they got dough. Yeah? Man United will not be getting any worse than where they are now. They haven't been brilliant this year, but they're second by a long way, and rightfully so, because they've taken points when they haven't played well. They will get better, and they will be in a position to buy top players because they're Manchester United. Chelsea are only going to get better, a manager with direction. So on what planet are people thinking Liverpool could concentrate in the league next year? As if that's going to get any easier. As far as I'm concerned, this season has been not only a missed opportunity, but it's been a wake-up call to people within Liverpool to say you buy from a position of power and you need to have a squad that can compete. Chelsea's squad is better than Liverpool's squad. Period. There's no two ways about it. Man United's squad is better than Liverpool's. Period. Man City's is better than everybody's. Yeah. But I'm now looking at people like Everton and thinking, as a squad of players, they've got a better squad of players. Liverpool's strength and depth is not good enough.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's like you're pushing it, but you're right. Like, even when I look at the depth in there, it's not good enough, and it hasn't been good enough for a while. But I think so. There's some Liverpool fans that just believe that next season is a fresh start. We get Virgil back, everything's going to be alright. But it's not. We've been saying this for a long time. Is that there's something more happening here, and you don't just think that Virgil will come back and make it better. Of course, there's going to be situations are going to change, and some of these goals that we've seen are not going to happen. Yes, I get that, but what's happening is just a bit more than that. I think Liverpool fans have to take note of that. I think some fans are deluded and they don't see that. There's another couple of points I want to quickly mention. Was that how that Newcastle mate, I can't remember his name, Fernandez or whatever it is, he didn't get sent off for the elbow he did on Jota. Now, it was so big, that it was a disgusting elbow, and they've given him a yellow. I don't understand how he's got walked away with that without a red. It's a shambles. Not saying that would have affected the game and the result and what Liverpool were doing, but I don't understand from the life of me how that wasn't a red card. And what's his name? Saint Maximin. He was doing bits. And I see on Twitter there was a Liverpool fan saying, "Hey, how about you come to Liverpool and Mane go the other way?" And he responded back saying, "Don't be disrespectful to Mane. Look, that's all nice and that, but in all honesty, the question you didn't answer, bro. You fancy coming to Liverpool or what? Because he's a player, bro.
With some respect to Mane,
I get that, but he's a player.
But my point being, someone like him, you're now looking at a Saint Maximin. Now, I'm not saying that no disrespect to Saint Maximin at all, but you're not buying from a position of power. You're buying up Saint Maximin because you're thinking we need another Mane-esque signing, someone who's been doing bits at a club or a Wijnaldum type signing. They're doing bits at a lowly club and bringing them in to see how impact they have. Positions of power is going to a Dortmund and saying, we're going to take Bellingham from you because Bellingham is ready to play for Liverpool whilst Wijnaldum goes. That's a position of power, as far as I'm concerned. Bellingham now would be the ideal replacement for Gini Wijnaldum. Yeah, that's a position of power.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
For Gini, yeah.
Yeah, but the example remains, is that's a position of power is looking at, we are the champions of England, this is the dough, you're 17 years old, you're playing at Dortmund, you're okay, you're good enough for us, you will do, and you will play here. Buying from Man United have been doing it all there for since I can remember, yeah. But buying from those capacities, you're a sniper. You take your snipers, you pick your snipers, you pick your guns. Now you're looking at Saint Maximin thinking, it might work. This could be a good signing for us because he could work for us because he's done at Newcastle. That's the difference. As I said, I'm negative at the moment because I'm vexed because I just look at the way we were playing and I look at it and I think to myself, we all saw something like this was going to happen and we had chances to freshen it up and I don't think we took those opportunities because those three at the front, yes, they've given Liverpool fans unbelievable memories that we're never going to forget. But we all saw it maybe a year and a half ago that we had to freshen it up and we didn't. Yes, people can throw Jota in the mixer, but don't get it twisted. Jota did not come in to be the guy that he's been. He's over-delivered. Let's not get it twisted.
Yeah, 100%.
He was bought at the same time as Thiago, because Thiago was the main guy, and oh, by the way, you've also bought this guy because we want to get him up to speed as time goes on. So he was a Brucey bonus. Get real.
Well, that was our quick take on the game, and as I said, disappointed. It felt like a loss, definitely, and the top four for us is gone. It's gone for a while. Like, we were hoping that Liverpool could, just turn it around and get in there. I don't know. I think mathematically it's still possible, but they don't deserve to be in there. So I don't know if Liverpool fans agree with us, disagree. You think they'll still make it in top four, but it's been a shambles.
And don't get me wrong, I want Liverpool to be in top four. I want them because of just for the stature of what we are, the Champions League, and what comes with it. But you've also got to be, as football fans, you've got to be honest as the day is long. We do not deserve to be in the top four, and that's how it is. Am I wrong? Am I being harsh? Do you believe that what I'm saying is completely wrong and there's still an opportunity? If this, I want to hear it. And I want to know why you think that they should be. And and it goes back to the argument of the Super League, whatever. This team, at this moment in time, will not compete in the Super League. What are they going to compete in the Super League? What is super about what they're doing at this moment in time?
Exactly. So yeah, and man of the match, you want to give to anyone? Alisson, maybe Thiago had a good game.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, if it wasn't for Alisson and covering up for some of these mistakes, then we could have lost that game in the first half.
That's how we feel right now. So yeah, hit us up in the comments for sure. Let us know your opinions on it as well. Do you think we're being a bit too negative, and do you think we do get in the top four or not? Said Maximum to Liverpool. What do you think? Do you think we're being harsh on Mane? Is his time done, or
I don't think so.
Or do you still give him time? That's what I'm saying. There's some changes need to be made. I saw Salah throwing his toys in the pram again, toys out of the pram again. So, as I said, but that's the way we feel. It was a bad day for sure, and Liverpool for us is definitely gonna miss out on the top four. But yeah, don't forget to share, like, subscribe, and definitely comment. And see you at the next one. Peace.